I've been holding this story for a while, actually. I've been actually tempted about telling this as soon as it happened, but I was like, I don't know if I should say it or not. I don't know if I should tell it. And a lot of people that I've talked to told me it's like, just tell the story. It's so good. It's just, oh, it was so perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you the story. So before I tell you the story, I want you to know who I am, first of all. So I am Chris Mullins. There's nothing special about me. I'm just an ordinary guy. I work at Walmart. I absolutely hate it. And I'm a Christian. So there you go. My religion. Now, I'm not heavily religious, I'm not really heavily religious like my family is, or like Delmar, my mother, and everything like that. But I do feel some form of like coordination followed by some restraint that needs to be followed. Like I am like the person that should look at every direction, Like, here's the thing. I know for a fact that the Bible has been translated multitudes of times. I know that there are multiple religions that are strictly connected to some degree. And I know that there are different people out there who have different ideal and different suggestions and stuff like that of how it's translated and stuff like that, so on and so forth. So depending on each individual person depends on the person per se, There's no real way to connect with everyone, Either you're in that religion or not. Either you believe in what one person believes or not. There's no way that you're going to get into that agreement whatsoever. There's going to be differences. It's bad enough to where there's actually two guys who actually work at a single Walmart. And this is a true story. There's these two guys who work at Walmart, who work together. They're basically managers, They work as a team. The second they leave Walmart, though, they immediately turn off that signal and revert back to being enemies because they both have different religion, and their religion states that they are both enemies, mortal enemies. And it's like, really? Religion is the separation of people. I mean, how stupid is that, That's just me. That's my personal opinions and stuff like that. But that's not the story. The story actually involves what happened. Okay, so to explain what happened, allow me to show you something. Okay, I want you to look at this. Okay, this is the shirt that I'm currently wearing. So, you're probably asking yourself, BlackCross, where did you get that shirt? The story is that my brother went on a different loot crate thing to see what it was like and stuff, because he wants to jump into different loot crates and everything and just kind of see what all there is to offer and stuff like that. Because the last loot crate that me and Daniel did, which was Video Game Monthly and stuff like that, that was a really good service. We both liked it, and Delmar's kind of jumping to a different one. He only did this one time, and while he thought it was okay, there wasn't enough for him to say that he's going to stick with it. Obviously, it's all randomized, so it makes sense. But before he was getting ready to kind of throw everything to everybody else and stuff like that, because we do have some friends that probably would like the stuff that we had gotten and stuff like that, he looked at me and he says, "You want this shirt?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." I mean, it's super soft. It is like the softest material I think I've ever felt. And I'm sure there's a reason why. We're not going to go into that detail, but I'm sure, whatever. I put on the shirt and I love it. I love how it feels. It's very comfortable, and I love it. One day, however, this was actually a week before Easter. Or 2 weeks. I don't remember. Either way. So, I was busy on my computer, editing videos, watching YouTube videos, whatever. And I heard a knock on the door. I go downstairs to answer said door. So, when I answered the door, there was this person. Now, Jehovah's Witnesses are probably the most annoying people you'll ever meet in your entire life. I've had some encounters back when I lived with my mother, and they tend to be on the little bit of the lengthy side when it comes to discussing what they do, what they're doing, what's going on, and stuff like that, And usually they go along with the phrase of like, "Hi, we just wanted to let you know that we have a gathering, and if you would like to come, we would like for you to come," and so on and so forth. And usually they get a little chatty at times. Me, not so much. I tend to be like, okay, you're someone I don't know. I don't know why you're talking to me, like as though as if you've known me for years. I don't know you, so I'm kind of quick to the point, you know? This one's different, however. This one's different, okay? So, get this. I open the door, and it's to a very well-dressed woman with a very well-dressed gentleman. Now, this gentleman probably looks to be the age of probably 15, 16 years old. Maybe 13. I don't know. So you can kind of tell where this is going. Okay, so... so, she goes her spiel, but it was a little bit quicker than normal. She's like, hi, I just wanted to let you know that we at the church are getting a gathering together, and I want to give you this. You're more than welcome to come along if you want to. If you feel like you want to join, you're welcome to join. If not, that's alright. So that's it. Thank you, bye. And I was like, okay. I closed the door, and I thought it was weird, because it's like, wow, she was very quick to the point. Wow, what? Why was she so fast to that? That was like the quickest Jehovah's Witness I've had to deal with. And as I was looking at the pamphlet, I looked down further and I realized I was wearing this shirt. I was wearing this shirt. I mean, think about it, okay? Again, this is a very nice material. It really feels nice. It's like as though as if you're not even wearing a shirt when you think about it. But it's like, of all the cases that you could run into, what are the chances of running into somebody wearing this type of shirt? Like, what are the chances of someone like that? Hardly any at all these days. You know, every once in a while you might run into one, but this is technically sort of like a pajama shirt to me and stuff like that. It's very relaxing, it's very casual. But my gosh, I wore this when I opened that door, not realizing I had it on. I can only imagine the first thought process whenever she stared at me. Like, I barely got a glimpse of the kid, but I can only imagine that he had the look of like, alright. And the woman's like, oh my gosh. I mean, the odds of this situation. Again, I didn't even realize I still had this shirt on. And oh man. It's like I told my brother and he was like, oh. And I told some of my other friends and they were like, oh! And my friend Brandon told me, well, I mean, look at it this way, at least you wore a shirt. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. And he's like, in my case, when people knock on the door, I'm usually not wearing a shirt. And it's like, that's lovely information to hear. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of reveal this kind of little funny story. If you're having a bad day and this story happened to have brightened your day a little bit, I'm glad it did. But it was just a funny little thing that happened to me just recently. And again, I do apologize if this was like on the realm of offensive, but I felt like telling the story because it was so freaking hilarious. It just... oh my gosh. Again, I don't mean to, but it was so hilarious. Okay, that's it for now.